Yes friends, in our revision series we begin with another accounting standard, that is accounting standard 18, related party disclosures. Related party disclosures. Now friends, what are we supposed to remember here is related party relationship, means who are our related party, exceptions to related party relationship, means following should not be considered as related party. Then what are the disclosures, and of course exemption from disclosure. Now my dear students, basically this standard focus is on transparency. A disclosure standard, this is a pure disclosure standard, it only talks about disclosing the relationships which you have, means those who are your related parties, and the second stuff is what is to be disclosed, that is the disclosure. Of course, entities are considered to be related if at any given point of time one entity is able to control or exercise significant influence over the other. Means the relationship can come either because of control or it can come because of significant influence. And this control or influence will be due to which factors? Nothing but shareholding, representation in the board, or I can say composition of board, or due to some law, agreement and something like that. But of course, we are not supposed to identify everywhere who is having control, who is having influence. Standard has given us some related party relationship. Let me directly jump on those relationships. Yeah, the first relationship. The entity is holding directly or indirectly through one or more intermediaries control or are controlled by or are under common control with the reporting enterprise. Means the whole relationship is with respect to control. Like, say for example, there is one company whom I will refer as reporting entity. So, reporting entity is controlling somebody, say B Limited, it is having 60% stake, or somebody is controlling reporting entity, and there is one entity which is controlling both the reporting entity as well as some other entity also. I am just writing these numbers, these are all imaginary numbers. So, what did the standard say? Standard says from the perspective of reporting entity, B Limited is related because reporting entity is having control over B. From the perspective of reporting entity, A Limited is also related because A Limited is controlling reporting entity, and here Z Limited is related. Of course, BCD is also related, but Z is also related. This is referred as fellow subsidiary. We are under common control. Here we are exercising control. In the second part, somebody is controlling us. In the third part, we are under common control. We generally refer them as sister entities. Yeah, sister concern. So, enterprise that directly or indirectly through one or more control or are controlled by or are under common control with the reporting enterprise. This includes holding companies, subsidiaries and fellow subsidiaries. Okay, so this is my first relationship. This is all about control, then everybody is related. The second relationship is with respect to associates and joint ventures of the reporting entity. Associate and joint venture. So, nothing but reporting entity holds somewhere around say 30% of BCK Limited, or so we say reporting entity is investor, BCK Limited is associate, QRT is investor, reporting entity is associate. Now normally friends, up to 20% we say no issues, it is normal investments. Something above 20%, but up to 50% we say it is significant influence, hence they are referred as associate. But something which is above 50% is nothing but we have control over it, yeah, we control it. So then it is referred as subsidiary holding. Here it is referred as investor associate. Of course, joint venture, like we are reporting entity and there is another BK Limited, we are controlling some C Limited. So we will say C Limited is our joint venture because our control is joint. We have an agreement that we both of them will come together and control C Limited. There is an agreement irrespective of the percentage of stake what we have. So this joint ventures are also covered. This C Limited is referred as joint venture because it is jointly controlled entity. Now I proceed further. Third, individuals owing directly or indirectly an interest in voting power of the reporting enterprise that gives them control or significant influence over the enterprise and relative of such individual. Like Mr. Karthik holds say 30% of reporting entity. Then what does the standard say? Mr. Karthik is related to us, and not only Mr. Karthik, relative of Mr. Karthik. Who are relatives of Mr. Karthik? Karthik wife, Karthik's son, Karthik's daughter, Karthik's brother, sister, father and mother. They all are related. Clear? Then comes the next area. Key management personnel and relative of such personnel. Now, who is key management personnel? Of course, the person who has authority and responsibility, means generally referred as CEO, managing director. They are all who are having authority as well as responsibility to plan, direct and control the activities of the reporting enterprise. So they are always related party. They are always related party, and the relative of such KMP is also related party. So KMP as well as relative. And the last, the enterprise over which individual or KMP, or I can say the persons which are mentioned in point number 3, individuals and the KMP defined above, is able to exercise significant influence. Like Mr. Karthik is holding say 60% of ABC Limited. So Mr. Karthik is an individual, he is having influence over reporting entity. So standard says then ABC Limited and reporting entity are also related party. Now my friends, these are related party relationship. These are the 5 relationships. Within this, if you are covered, then you are a related party. You don't have to go and identify which relationship is there, what is there, whether control is there, whether influence is there. If it comes within these 5 points, then you are a related party and the applicability of AS 18 will be there. Now if you are a related party, friends, now if you are a related party, you have to give disclosures, but the standard has given exceptions to related party relationships. Now what is this exception? Number 1 exception is nothing but just because we have one person who is a director in A Limited as well as B Limited. I am director in A, I am director in B. That does not make A and B related because I am a director. I am not KMP. I am a director, common director, independent director, non-executive director you can say. So if a single person is a director in 2 entities where I am holding a non-executive function, then those 2 entities are not to be considered as related party. Got the point? Next, this is the first part. 2 companies are not to be considered related. Then, see, many a times we have economic dependence on somebody, customer, some service provider, trade unions, providers of finance, franchisee, general agent. These are the entities or persons on which we are having dependence. Economic dependence is there. Standard says even though you are having dependence on them, that will not make those parties related party, like single customer, supplier, franchisor, distributor, general agent with the enterprise has significant volume of transaction. Those who have given me loans, trade unions, loans and any kind of finance provide. Trade unions means my employees, government, department and agency. I am getting electricity from government. I am very much dependent. If they don't provide electricity, my machinery can't work. So, I am having dependence on them, then also they are not considered to be my related party. Now comes what is to be disclosed. The first thing, related party. You have to disclose who is related party. If the related party relationship is arising on account of control, then whether you have done the transaction or you have not done the transaction, you have to disclose the name of that related party. But if related party relationship is arising other than control, then the name of the related party is to be disclosed only if transactions are done. So, related party due to control, disclose all names. Other than control, disclose names only if transactions entered into. Disclose the names whether transaction done or not. Second, related party transactions. What are the transactions done? This is just a name. Second thing to be disclosed is transactions. What can be transactions, friends? Purchase and sale of goods, rendering and hire of services, purchase and sale of fixed asset. See, I am writing shortcuts, please. This is just a revision lecture. So, I hope you are not writing along with me. I am writing just to give you an idea. These are some important points. Purchase and sale of goods, services, fixed assets, loan given, loan taken, guarantee, finance agreement, hire purchase and all those things. But then comes exemption from disclosure. We are related party, we have done transaction, but then also I am not supposed to disclose this transaction. When, sir? And why? Standard says, number one, the disclosure will contradict with confidentiality requirement given under the law. Like in case of banks and insurance company, they are not supposed to disclose the transactions which they do with the customer or the policy holder. They are not supposed to disclose. That is exemption. That's why there is an exemption. Because if they disclose, bankers gives the information that this person has taken a loan from us, then it will contradict with the confidentiality requirement given under Banking Regulation Act. So, bank people will say, oh, this is my related party, we have entered into transaction with them, but we will not disclose because disclosure will lead to confidentiality. Same way, transactions between state managed entities. There are two state managed entities and there is a transaction done between state managed entities, then disclosure is not required. Yeah. So, exemption from disclosure, disclosure would conflict with the reporting enterprise statutory duties of confidentiality, and these are related party transactions I just gave, and disclosures. A very small standard, you think it's a 2-pager I can say, see, not a big standard, just you have to remember the related party relationships. Now, of course, the answers have been given, have been discussed. So, classwork questions I would always hesitate to discuss because already done in classwork. Something is homework section or past exam question, I would just give a discussion on it. A Limited sold goods to B Limited having sales value of 50 lakhs during the financial year 31st March 2009. Mr. X, the managing director and chief executive. Can I say Mr. X is managing director and chief executive? What does it mean, friends? He is a KMP of A. He owns 100% of B. So, can I say A and B are related? Because Mr. X is holding 100% of B and X is managing director of A Limited. So, can I say by default A and B Limited, they are related party? The sales were made to B at normal selling price of A. The chief accountant does not consider this sales should be treated differently from the sales made by the company despite being made to a control company, because the sales are made at normal selling price and normal arm length price. No sir, the accountant is incorrect. Even though the sales have been made at the normal selling price, arm length price means the price at which you would have sold this to anybody else, then also disclosure is required. AS 18 doesn't say if you do transaction at different price then disclose. What does AS 18 say? AS 18 says disclosure is required. You just have to disclose these are our related party and these are the transactions. Nothing more, my dear students, from this chapter. Yeah. A past exam question which is already solved. So, no big stuff. Okay friends, so we end up this chapter, Accounting Standard 18. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.